Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today's section about Europe is going to be about the first region of the South. So we're going to look at some of these main countries in Southern Europe, such as Greece, Italy, Spain, and Portugal. Now these countries are all centered around the big body of water called the Mediterranean Sea. Since these are important countries, I'm not going to do this all in one section. Instead, I'm going to break it into multiple sections and just focus on one or two of the countries at a time. Our first section we're going to look at today is the country of Greece. Hey, Mr. Rosenberger, come here a second. Hey, Mr. Rosenberger, what do you know about the country of Greece?
Well, like the musical?
No, not the musical. The country of Greece. You're not the one that I want. Ooh.
Oh.
So we're talking about the actual country of Greece.
Well, I don't know a whole lot, but I feel obligated to tell you more about it now that I'm standing here.
Well, if you think you can handle this, Mr. Rosenberger, I'm going to step out of the room, and it's all yours.
All right.
See you guys.
Let's dive into some Greece. All right. So what is Greece exactly? Well, it's a country. It's a country. I think it's a country. You can tell that I'm a little bit out of my depth here because science and math is my area of expertise. So I'm very honored that Mr. Simpson is trusting me and putting your education in my hands when it comes to world geography. So what is Greece? What is it about? So Greece is one of the world's oldest civilizations, okay? We're talking ancient. It's why we often refer to it as ancient Greece, right? It's one of the oldest civilizations in the world, and it's also called the birthplace of Western culture. It had advances in literature, history, and math, and it's also created what we know as current-day democracy. So Greece culture today, what is Greece culture like? Well, most Greeks belong to the Orthodox Church. They speak Greek, which is one of Europe's oldest languages, which makes sense. If it's one of the oldest countries in the world, right, one of the oldest civilizations, it's going to have one of the oldest languages as well. Food. Now this I can talk about. So Greece, Greek food specifically, they eat lots of lamb, olives, and vegetables. I could probably get on board with the lamb and possibly the vegetables, but olives is where I draw the line. So they have things like euros, so depending on how you pronounce it, it can be pronounced gyro. It can be pronounced gyro or euro, I've also heard it, or gyro. You could also, which are these guys up here. They're like a wrap with lamb and a tzatziki sauce. Then you have spanakopita, which Mr. Simpson said he absolutely loves. I've never had it. Or, which is this one right here. And then you also have baklava, which is a pretty well-known dessert. It's like a layered dessert right over here. Well, so let's learn more about Greek food.
And what better way to start my morning than head to a cafe for some Greek yogurt? The Greeks have a sweet tooth, so expect desserts to come drizzled in honey. What makes Greek yogurt different from others? I think we have our answer. Spanakopita is a very common fast food bakery sandwich that you'll find people eating in Greece. The Greeks love their outdoor cafes. Why not enjoy the people watching with some Greek coffee?
There's something in it that tastes very roasty. Supposedly, you can tell fortunes from this. I don't know. This kind of looks like mud right now. My fortune looks like mud.
Courgette balls are deep-fried bread balls with cheese, herbs, and secret spices. Olive oil is the elixir of Greece and used generously with foods. Greeks have also been cultivating olives for ages, so many meals come accompanied with local olives.
It's like this little pretzel thing, or this big donut pretzel thing that you will see in many street vendors selling. So I don't know if you can see it right there. It's like feta cheese.
The Greeks love their cured and smoked meats, so if you're a vegetarian, your options might feel slim. Fortunately for me, there's dolmas, a more traditional dish of Greek households.
This is the dolma, and dabbed it with some yogurt. I think the yogurt will soften its taste because it's got like this nice soury kind of leaf fibers inside that adds a lot of texture and flavor.
Don't want to sit down for an expensive meal? A favorite street food is souvlaki. So what's in the souvlaki?
So the souvlaki has veal meat, tomato, the sweet tomato sauce, pita, which is the thing that you wrap it on with, and fries, and onion, and parsley. Practically everything.
My style just
This is kind of like a fusion flatbread, which they call pide. I think this is a vegetarian flatbread, so I'm gonna try it right now. It's really good inside. It's just got like this sauce, like a tomato-based sauce, and different types of herbs in here, and the fact that there's like seeds, sesame seeds on them, kind of like all adds to the flavor. Kind of like a fun little pizza, I guess.
So I don't know about you, but I'm hungry. So if you wanted to pause the video now and go get yourself a snack, go right ahead. I'll be here waiting for you. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your snack. So let's continue with talking about Greece, the country. So 60% of people in Greece live in the city. So that leaves the other 40%, for those of you keeping track at home, that leaves the other 40% living not in the city. So Athens is the capital city, which is also the largest city in Greece. And 1/3 of Greece's population lives in or around Athens. So in this picture here, you can see the new and the old Greece. So around here, you have the older Greece, okay? And then around that, you have the city that's sprung up around it. So it's kind of neat that as you travel inward, you get older architecture, older buildings, more historic places. And then as you travel out, it becomes more contemporary, more what we think of today when we think of cities. At the center, you can see in this picture right here, at the center of this area is the Acropolis of Athens. So you've probably seen pictures of this, it's very well known. And on top of the Acropolis of Athens, which is basically the hill, the elevated portion of the land, which is the Acropolis, on top of that sits the Parthenon, which looks like this. It might be reminiscent of a lot of federal buildings here in the United States, or different monuments with that column structure. Remember, we said that Greece was also, it's considered to be one of the birthplaces of the Western culture, Western culture. So it makes sense that we take some things from Greece and some architecture, so to speak, and we have it today when you, especially if you travel to Washington, D.C., you see those columns and those pillars and that prominence. Now, I told you about the country. Mr. Simpson's not in here right now, so I'm going to tell you about the movie and the musical.
I got chills, they're multiplying.